Welcome all of you children to SV Union High School and Junior College Pune. This is Deepa Phadke. This session we will be learning Standard 9th, Chapter 4, History, Economic Development. So let's begin. In the previous chapter, we have learnt a few challenges that India was facing. We have been striving hard to overcome other problems. Now, in this chapter, we will learn about India's economic policy, which includes a study of the mixed economy. So, we will study 5-year plans, their success and failure, nationalization of banks, 20-point program, mill workers' strike, and also economic policy of 1991.
Prior to independence, there was a feeling of having brainstorming economy in our country. Some countries had adopted capitalism, whereas some others had adopted socialism. But when we got our independence, our first Prime Minister Pandit Nehru adopted the middle one. He called it as mixed economy, which consists of public sector, private sector, and joint sector. So let's study these three sectors. Together, they are called as mixed economy. What is public sector? In the public sector, the government controls and manages the industries. Example, production of defense equipment is done under the control of the government. So, the companies, the factories which run under the government control are called as public sector. For an example, production of defense equipment is done by the government, whereas private sector, the industries in this private sector are owned by private industries, but of course there is a control. The supervision and control is done by the government. For an example, customer goods. Whereas joint sector, in the joint sector, some industries are owned by private industrialists, whereas some others are owned by the government management. To run smoothly the mixed economy, there has to have a coordination between the private sector and the public sector. So, an effort also has to be made in this system, and definitely the efforts were made to bring about this capitalism and socialist system together into our mixed economy. A mixed economy cannot ignore the profit motive, entrepreneurship, discipline, time-bound planning. Same way, the industries like defense, scientific research, education, roads, seaport, airport development, all these productions, the industries where these productions are done, they need a lot of capital investment. So, of course, private sectors, they always expect to gain maximum profits throughout it. Obviously, these productions are kept into the hands of the government. Under the government, these industries run. So many private industrialists are keen to invest in these areas. So in such a situation, government has to take the initiative, because private sector industrialists are ready to invest their capital into these productions. Thus, India also adopted the mixed economy model and 5-year plans and started off its path of development.
Adopting mixed economy, even Indian government paid more attention to the cooperative sector. Why did India adopt 5-year plans? Colonial power had exploited the economy severely. So after independence, India established the Planning Commission in 1950 with Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as its chairman. This commission formulated 5-year plans, including rural, agricultural, industrial development, provision for a minimum standard of living with democratic ideals. After getting rolled over by the Britishers for 150 years, India saw that her economy had totally collapsed. So, under the guidance and chairmanship of the then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, India established the Planning Commission in 1950. This commission formulated 5-year plans. It included everything like industrial development, provision for a minimum standard of living with all Maintenance of democratic ideals. Indian economy focused on people's participation and individual development in the formulation and implementation of the 5-year plans. Let's study about fundamental principle of planning. A general principle of planning is the proportionate distribution of the resources of a country and the appropriate use of the human resources to fulfill the needs of the people. So accordingly, certain goals of plans were also decided. They are as follows. The general goals of the economic planning of India are as follows. Increase in the national income, bring about rapid industrialization by focusing on the basic industries, bring out an increase in agricultural production to make the country self-sufficient in food grain production, remove the inequality in earnings and wealth, maintain stable prices of commodities, control population by family planning, improve the standard of living by eradicating poverty, develop social services, make the economy self-sufficient. So these were some of the goals which Indian economy tried to achieve through these 5-year plans. Once again, I would like to repeat them. Increase in the national income. So basically the objective of adopting or implementing these 5-year plans were to increase the national income, bring out rapid industrialization by focusing on basic industries, bring about an increase in agricultural production so that different kinds of crops, grains will be produced in a maximum quantity, making our country self-sufficient in food grain productions, making best use of human resources by making or increasing employment opportunities, removing the inequality in earnings and wealth, to maintain stable prices of commodities, need to control population by family planning and improve the standard of living by eradicating poverty, develop social services in the country, making the economy more self-sufficient.
After learning about the goals of plans, let's learning about first 5-year plan 1951 to 1956. The expenditure in this plan was primarily on agriculture, social development, irrigation, flood control, rural and small industries, sources of energy, heavy industries and minerals, transport and communication, education and health. So this plan consisted of measures to lay the foundation of planned economic development. So children, we can understand about this first 5-year plan which was implemented from 1951 to 1956. Basically, to lay down the foundation of planned economic development was the main objective of this first 5-year plan. While learning second 5-year plan, which was implemented from 1956 to 1961, we must understand that this plan had the basic objective of industrialization. Iron and steel industries at Durgapur, Bhilai, Rourkela, chemical fertilizers plant at Sindri, rail engine factory at Chittaranjan, factory of railway bogies at Perambur, shipbuilding factory at Vishakhapatnam and other heavy industries were set in the public sector. Huge dams were also built like Bhakra Nangal, Damodar Dam. These were built to make water available for agriculture purpose. After focusing on industrialization and economic development, now the third 5-year plan was aimed at bringing about balance between industries and agriculture, which included the increase of national income, heavy industries, development in transport, alleviation in poverty, expand the opportunities for employment. After the third 5-year plan, 3 one-year plans were implemented from 1966 to 69. This was a period of intense famine. Due to invasion of China, government had to focus on defense and also on the problems of famine and its solution, which stressed the Indian economy severely. So children, we must understand that in the third 5-year plan, main focus was to bring about balance between industries and agriculture to increase the national income. Along with that, after third 5-year plan, three 1-1-year plans were also implemented from 1966 to 1969, and this period the country faced famine situation. Along with this situation, even there was invasion of China. So government had to focus on both the things, security, India's security, as well as finding out facing the problem of famine and its solution. So here Indian economy greatly suffered, greatly stressed out. Even though fourth 5-year plan did not get succeeded up to its expectation, but still the economy bared the burden of Bangladesh war. It also suffered due to hike in salary of the railway and government servants. Then there was rise in prices of petrol in the international markets. Even 14 major banks were nationalized during these 5 years. Whereas this plan had goals of getting self-reliant. Government actually should develop the basic industries, increase the speed of economic development, paying attention to establishing a socialistic pattern of the society. All these were the objectives of fourth 5-year plan. But somehow it did not get succeeded. The Indian economy suffered due to pay rise of government and railway servants. So, facing all other such problems, it did not come up to the expectation of all.